Right, me bobi bia akwaba e be 2K news and blog so. Me say no first time no like, no subscribe, no share comment enso comment section ho. E dia ma me. Adofo insense me kokoso yi o wiase afanan mu na e di bi ba be som no. Me pesem kasa be tintintin. Mo me enko ni nkotie.
So bio odo Ghana Okobompaya Bobima John Mahama, Bobima Professor Nana Opoku Addo. These are evil people like Akuffo Addo and Akuffo. They are evil people like they don't even want the 7th January swearing in to happen. They are seriously working and doing everything possible to take the life of John Mahama and Nana Opoku Addo. This is not a joke. This should not be a joke. A few days ago, I posted this on social media. This is not a joke. David Amekachi said the things I know. Say Amekachi wa ebe onwawa. But these people have not given up. They are seriously doing stuff. They are serious about this. Mombompaye until before and after even the swearing in. Nana Dankwe Akuffo Addo a dangerous person. On any group, no. Mameka be binchiramu. And there, in the Jubilee House, Captain Koda, about 200 men, they went to the Jubilee House. Henry Cote went there. They went, Captain Koda had to run away from the Jubilee House. These are private security for Omafa. Omuye ejuma boni ma omo. About 7 of them, omuye menamu for minimum. Those boys are the boys who do the damage for them. About 200 of them stormed the Jubilee House. Captain Koda is supposed to be paying them between 2,000 to 5,000 a month. 5,000 to 7,000 a month. Captain Koda was paying them 2,000 a month. Today, they stormed the Jubilee House. Captain Koda Ghanaian. Henry Cote went there. Somebody slapped Henry Cote. Nitimu was slapped. The person who went inside to calm nerves, Brian Champo. And there, we are a Jubilee House. No. Captain Koda, the security boss for Akuffo Addo Jubilee House. Today, about 200 young men stormed the Jubilee House. And they were demanding for their money. Because Captain Koda mu dioma ye juma, Akuffo Addo dioma ye juma. Tempers were high. Henry Cote was called to come in. Obishin asum mon friend Musano. They slapped Henry Cote. Nitimu was called in there. Somebody slapped him. The person who came in to talk to these boys, na Brian Champon Kwan and Nyom Kasaye, our castle betu sikano. For all these years, Captain Koda has not been paying them the 7,000. This is what is happening in the Jubilee House now. Why would him Jubilee House for Nyamu from say if it didn't happen today? It is getting out of hand. The chaos in the Jubilee House is not a joke. And we are not supposed to sit idle and think, say, everything is fine. There's not going to be any problem. Nana Dankwe Akuffo Addo, you cannot underestimate them. Metna TV we also catch them say, Gabi, I heard Gabi on phone, on it, soldier for me discuss, say, Mahama we need power after 3 months, omunye ku, Gabi Ochredakon. And this is the second time I'm saying this. The election na, Matuama John Mahama no, Nana Dankwe Akuffo Addo ne Gabi mo, anke yobi anke inform who. They just don't want Mahama to be president. That is their problem. Nana Dankwe Akuffo Addo, Oni Gabi Muni Bedi Tumno Furiatamono, they have a personal issue with John Mahama. Sanka NDC di nipe biya baya, anka they don't care. But John Mahama na yomo problem. They don't want John Mahama to swear and say he's going to be the president of Ghana. That is, they don't want it to happen. And as I speak to you, these people have still infiltrated the military. They are still trying to get some people to make sure that John Mahama is swearing in 7 January. After about 3 to 4 months, and it is Gabi who is behind this. I heard him on phone. He was having a conversation. So do not underestimate Akuffo Addo. Akuffo Addo is not gone. Akuffo Addo is going to be in the shadows for a year. Nana Dankwe Akuffo Addo, the hatred of John Mahama, it is not a joke. So what time at John Mahama called Jubilee House? And somehow can you say, oh, he's very happy. Nana Opoku Addo is the first lady who has become the first vice president. It is nice. But you could see, say, he stayed away from John Mahama. He never specifically made any statement that say he's excited about John Mahama winning power. All his conversation was about Nana Opoku Addo. The hatred of Akuffo Addo John Mahama and the Gabi Mono, you people have no idea. They wish John Mahama, Yekuno. I am telling you. These people have not given up. And they are not going to give up now until we all come together spiritually and physically to protect our nation. These few weeks left, John Mahama won't buy. Mo a mum empire bo, mo a mutumi kire kom, mo a mu nyame anim, mo fam kotodwe engu fom bo empire ma John Mahama ne nana. These people are not gone yet. Don't underestimate these people. I understand sometimes it's na maybe I'm straight. You think Akuffo Addo he's going to hand over power to Mahama just like that? No. Why do you say Akuffo Addo best sorry? No, I can say okay, John Mahama winning with a good heart on the 7th of January. John Mahama, if he gets John Mahama today, he will take him out. They have done everything physically is not working. They are now doing spiritual things. And we know things. You people need to understand. In Kofowe, are dangerous. They killed John Kuma. They killed JB Dankwa. They have killed they kill and laugh about it. They don't care. Anybody in the NDC who thinks to say it is over, you will be a fool. John Mahama himself, now Junior say when we need election everything is going to be smooth. Then he's not being realistic with himself. He needs to understand that these people are not gone. These people are still working so hard to make sure he never becomes the president who will be sworn in on the 7th of January. Every day they are doing it. As software, more Ghana, abosomfo, more dog Ghana, wakumapa, more sebio munko sorry. This is about time you people started to pray. You need to pray for your nation, pray for John Mahama, and pray for Eddie Nando Pokwajiman. It is very important. Akuffo Addo is diabolic. Akuffo Addo, already president also rings too. Mewa. Akuffo Addo at a point, na hanki sheneha, and a iraye. Akuffo Addo at a point, no asinsina kunyan or teso. He has moved through stages. Nana Danko Akuffo Addo, his soul, watwama bonsamu. Nana Danko Akuffo Addo, say Mahama be president, say Kim. The life is short. And I'm not saying Mahama will attack him. He knows. For Mahama to be president, then the problem. Mahama to swear. And no Akuffo Addo problem. Mesi Akuffo Addo be president, na hanki sheneha. At a point, oyi hanki no. Ekodu baby no she ring waha no she ring waha. At a point, ring ni bedani too. At a point, okosinsi na konwa na oteso. At a point, akonwa no so mwen hu biem. Nana Danko Akuffo Addo, he's demonical or a diabolic. Or you're somebody who is filled with hatred. Spiritually, he's dangerous. Don't underestimate that guy. It imagine say easy, sir. So John Mahama ne krampo say easier, then he is not thinking right. So John Mahama yere Lodina Jin say it is a walk in the park. She's not thinking right. Ghanaians are software moko money John Mahama kwa sorry mo moso motum wesu say mo bese mo bompa. You people are not supposed to stop praying. These people are doing everything. You guys have no idea. Something that we all need to listen and talk about.
I can almost say that on average, every NPP member of parliament who went to this battle may have spent close to 10 million Ghana cedis. Yes, from primaries to date.
10 million Ghana cedis?
Yes, on average. And that is because they had faith and they felt that they could win. And like I said, I'm not here to add to their injury. It's a very painful thing to invest so much and lose. And we spent more because we're in government. And, you know, when Suhini goes to give, and I go and give 200 cedis at the funeral, they would insult me.
Because you are in government.
But they forget that at Parliament, we literally take the same salary except for
this. Is an NPP MP. They know can say election way I call he can tell you Ghanaians NPP MPB or contest election we spend an average of 10 million. Messiah, 10 million cedis in dollars. You're saying every single NPP MP or contest election we or your NPP MPO or say. He can tell you, say, the colleagues or no more MPP muno. Average, sika almost spend here on this election, no, 10 million Ghana cedis. 10 million. Now, That 10 million Ghana cedis no busa ho say, where did they get it from? 136 or 137 MPs, no, they spent, Obia spending over 10 million Ghana, and some spent more than that. Now, Busa say 10 million Ghana cedis. How did they come by 10 million Ghana cedis? For the past 4 years of Matana Parliament, you know, almost salary bear something around 11,000 Ghana. See, I come salary in our boom for the 4 years now, it do 10 million Ghana. And that 11,000 salary no more, you know, yes, sati omo edian social security. Sa 11,000 no, omo di biko fio kodidi. Enti, how were they able to raise 10 million? Tete Ghana skano 100 billion. Anamebwa. Tete Ghana skano 100 billion old Ghana. Enti question is say, it's about $1 million, right? The question is say, 10 million Ghana cedis, no? Where did they get the 10 million Ghana cedis from? Where did they get that 10 million Ghana cedis, no? So 10 million Ghana cedis, no? That's the question. Now, I'll make an example. We say, I say, so ono oye NPP MP no okwe year na oni Suhini ono so ye NDC MP no kwe year so Suhini bo eye insan 100 Ghana na 200 Ghana ono so oye MPP MP and aban wa ban no also obo besia obo nsan over 200 Ghana. The question here is, if indeed say omo use 10 million each, busa ho say omo nya 10 million, that is almost like $700,000, and yes, $700,000 US. Every single MP. And let me tell you, majority of them use close to $1 million. $700,000 on the lighter side. Co-mininis, any behind the scenes, you maybe and count. So technically, MPP are using $1 million for elections. On say, in Rebbe Bekachia say, on say at some point we catch them say a year on at the point we catch them say NPP for the survey or Jubilee House, and we a survey no who said Baumia can never beat John Mahama. It's at a point, you know, they moved all their resources, you know, at the core parliamentary. The Jubilee House, you know, at Tamusika or Bank of Ghana, and your MPs 10 million. The idea was that they knew Baumia was a weak candidate and is still a weak candidate, and he'll be a weak candidate till he dies, you know. They tried to invest in their constituency. Now MPs so eji sika no. Na the Akuffo Addo, omukoji sika free Bank of Ghana HMA MPs no. MPs nya sika no, and almost who say on the ground, you know, the NDC is strong. Now, omo who says omo pump sika ni na constituency. No matter how much money they pump into the constituency, they will lose the seat. So majority of them at the end of the day kept the money, and they did the raw campaign and lose because they were thinking about the future. Sesiano, who could spend 10 million in now share the NDC message na echo from Abra John Mahama embassy nipa. John Mahama encheska. And so John Mahama's message is being listened to. John Mahama ko baby a opuli crowd, no. The MPs on the ground got to know, said no. So I'm say 10 million in ko share campaign munas oluzo abana. Okuffo Addo no okodi. It's majority of the MPs now. Nana Akuffo Addo through the finance minister, emo 10 million Ghana no. That is almost about $700,000 each, you know. They kept the money to themselves. And now omode I didn't know the drip machines no ekwa shotanga. In terms of the drip machines no call constituency no. And I'm catch constituency say we near the aba monhwe so na monto aba maye. But $700 to $1 million near the each of them no, they kept it at home. Because they saw the wave. Majority of the MPs are no money sombeluzi. So they did not even invest the money in the constituency. Omu kipi sikano wa dem. Into some abrante wekano. Mumbusan say 10 million no omu nyano wein. Mumbusan say on one case or spending close to 10 million. Let's start from the time he entered parliament. How was he able to raise 10 million? Yan can say this same gentleman speaking. Yan can say MPP. Finance Minister Amaniska. How he was able to spend 10 million. Because if you are able to spend 10 million, You need to be able to prove to me how you made that money. If it's even over a period of time, how were you able to spend 10 million over a period of time? And so what's not TV so can some say we need to question such people, because so okay NPP for many or the same group you're spending not less than 10 million Ghana, then it means the probability then they say 90% of NPP MPs stolen money and the campaign they need to be able to prove. This guy who is saying it should be able to prove to us say so Okasia, then it means that he himself spent that amount of money or more than that amount of money. Into Omek say senior he was able to raise that money over a period of time, because on can't say we use this getting one day. And to say over a period of time, where did he get those funds from? So you see, the corruption we've been talking about, that Adia NPP Adia Yemu, they shared 10 million Ghana cedis to each MP because they wanted parliament. They thought to say Ghana for Jimmy. That is why you didn't see anybody following Baumia. So we study Baumia campaign now. Majority of NPP MPs will be in Dinechi. They actually told the MPs to say Omunko constituency, Omunko Seiska. Now Omunfan dilute NDC for message, Into majority of them went there. They looked on the ground. They looked at what was happening. They kept the money. Because I'm not going to spend this whole money. Abraham Nimse, my candidate, presidential candidate with Jimmy, ultimately selling message. Abraham Nimse, the unemployment levels our constituency high. Development, you will not spend that money. Into most of the MPs, that 10 million Ghana, they didn't spend the money. Now, Sasika, if you Bank of Ghana, they took that money out of the Bank of Ghana. They took that money out of the Bank of Ghana. And Chema NPP MPs say Omofanko win Parliament because they wanted to win Parliament and frustrate the John Mahama administration. That is why I say I really thank Central Region, Ashanti Region, and all the regions, majority are Moto Aba, Manto Skirt and Blouse. Because they were campaigning on skirt and blouse. Utmu MPP MP no catch the constituency say, oh, Modi Amontoma John Mahama na Montomame. Because they knew say Baumia could never. There was no way Baumia able to beat Mahama. They knew it. So they were finding ways to tell you, say, men to my Baumia, but to mame. So they were preaching the skirt and blouse. Majority of them, the Sikano, Omanfanko, they kept the money, and that is the money they will be living on. And it's a Utis Ansem say now. Don't think say he's just saying it. They know what they did, and they know say it has backfired. Now the question here and they say, Sasikano, if we hina buy, can they account for it? Over the weekend, United TDC, cocoa farmers of more Ghana for 8 years. Tamana John Mahama, ebedi president from Atamo Soha John Mahama bedi president. Na cocoa fertilizer, na ya the chef farmers. Ya tikroma na MPP bar power. Almost say opuni the fertilizer be bar fertilizer no one test it into almost the opuni jina court almost 7 years. MPP we John Mahama ne Atamos ewo power na cocoa fertilizer you free. John Mahama beje power from 2012 na cocoa fertilizer ye de make you for na free. Na na dan Akuffo Addo mobile power and almost say opuni abo out the bonnet and almost bonnet ben opuni di almost say oh opuni ye cocoa board boss no or the fertilizer be buy ya fertilizer no one test it ever seen there cocoa farmer be am country Ghana for say opuni fertilizer or the ba Ghana no ya nche and a secondly sa fertilizer no say cocoa be o Ghana ever seen there nobody has said that. Nana dan Akuffo Addo ekipi eye opuni wo court almost 7 years ever seen there opuni case that who court added to opuni quarter almost all my dream no opuni edi fertilizer bi buy and test ye cocoa farmer bia so make country Ghana for say fertilizer na ye de buy no ekumi cocoa. In fact in court no cocoa ku afford be catch the court say fertilizer no opuni de buy no krampo no e bo cocoa ni chain time krampo na opuni ni ho. And so the NPP kept opuni in court all because